Hi guys, we are continuing our videos on the topic writing a literature, how we write articles in psychology for the course site 221, experimental psychology. So we have discussed subheadings like title and author. We've talked about abstract. Yes, we're already talking about the third one, introduction section. So here we have already discussed on how to define the variables and cite articles that relate to it and what they said about it and what they correlated with it, other variables that are linking to it and everything. I've also discussed how to synergize these paragraphs. Yes, I think I did. Okay, so we were also talking about the second subheading there that is under introduction and statement or problem. So we said that after stating your problem, which I did there in the previous video, we now have to put down research questions under that statement of problem. Yes. So in my topic, I'm saying effect of mood on academic performance among university students. So we will now have questions like, remember I said after stating your problem, like this has been a problem, academic performance has been this, and many people said it due to structural deficiency or lack of adequate learning materials. Others said it's financial problem. You are quoting these people, you are citing them, right? Then you will now say, however, most of literature have not considered the psychological implications, for example, the role of mood in this, and this is the gap in knowledge for which your research tend to fill by answering the following questions, full stop. Then you start, your research questions should be itemized, right? So number one, will mood significantly affect academic performance among university students? You put the question mark. Two, will gender significantly affect academic performance among university students? So you remember my topic, I tried to make it two variables, effect of mood and gender on academic performance among university students. Yeah. So our academic performance is dependent variable, then gender and mood are the independent variables. Excuse me. So we continue. So after stating your research questions, we have another subheading that will follow suit, and that is purpose of the study. In purpose of study, P will be capital, S will be capital. Yeah, just like in statement of problem, S and P also capital letters. So in this particular one, there is no long story here. So simply write two sentences. First, you say, after writing the subheading, you come under, you say, this study aimed to investigate, or the researcher aimed to investigate or examine or explore, anyone, right? The effect of gender and mood on academic performance among, that is that your topic, right? You now tell us what more specifically, right? The studies aim to investigate whether, you put colon, or you say if, you put colon. Then one, you put the itemization again. One, mood will affect academic performance among university students. Two, gender will, remember we said whether, colon, so that means we are saying whether mood will affect academic performance among, and two, whether gender will affect, full stop. That's all. The same way you put it in your research questions, but it will not be in question format again. Then you are done with the purpose of study. The next subheading is operational definition. Please guys, everything I'm saying here, if you don't have it, if you don't know it, you will not do well in this exam. In fact, I'm saying this emphatically, 100%, you must know what this part I'm saying now. Everything I'm saying in this writing the literature, this is what this course is all about, right? So, operational definition of terms, that is the next subheading, and there is no story here, just write them immediately. So the number one, the first variable is, remember we have talked about what is operational definition of terms. Operationalization is simply when you are trying to tell us how you intend to measure anything, right? I don't know the experiment you guys are going to be conducting, but I will show you with my own topic what we mean by operational definition of time, of terms, T-E-R-M-S, please, excuse me. So, all right, now, once you write the subheading by the left, next you have is, you write one, you start with any of the variables. Let me start with my DV, academic performance. You write column, right? This refers to the level of, remember, I'm just trying to give a small conceptual or small dictionary meaning of academic performance. Then after that, you now hear the operational definition of terms, right? Which is the important thing. So academic performance column, this refers to, please, why I'm making this emphasis is because till date, I still see my final year students having problem with this in their projects. And it's not fair, it's not right. This is from second year, we're supposed to know this, right? Please bear it in mind, you must know this very well. So I said, one, academic performance column. This refers to individuals' level of outcome in their, I'm just trying to give a dictionary meaning of their academic academics, as measured by the arithmetics provided by the researcher, or little algebra equations. Remember the research I gave here, I said, when I was explaining experimental design, I said, imagine these people were giving sad movie, you know, I'm trying to take whether mood will affect academic performance, right? And I gave 10 persons sad movie, the other 10 happy movie. And after they watched it, just 10 minutes movie, and I said, oh, okay, thank you for participating. Now, please, can you attend to these little works or problems? Now, you give them 10 questions, algebraic equations, and they finished. And those that watched sad movie were scoring 1 over 10, 2 over 10, 3 over 10. And those on happy movie were scoring 9 over 10, 8 over 10, 7 over 10. So you draw your conclusion in that line I'm giving, for example, right? So this is, so that measure of their academic performance in respect to their mood, the measure, that arithmetic is the DV, how I'm trying to measure it, right? So here I defined it. How do I want to measure academic performance? It is simply not by English comprehension or physics, simply by simplification, algebraic equations, right? I made sure I made it clear in this operational definition. So like I said, academic performance, this refers to individuals' performance, blah, 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 as measured by the simple arithmetics provided by the researcher, right? One. Then two, mood. Mood is our first IV there, right? So, I mean, the second, yeah, the IV, the second variable in this research. So, column, mood, column. This refers to individual state of mind, state of being happy or sad, as measured by the sad and happy movie as provided by the researcher. I'm just adding as provided by the researcher, right? So, I hope this is clear. I am showing you how we intend to measure mood in this research. I'm showing it clearly, right? Now, we have the third one, gender. This refers to individuals, this one, there is no operational definition. Just give us the psychological or biological state of being male or female. So that is the definition there. Now, lastly, under introduction, you will have the last subheading, which we call hypothesis. In Sci 121, we discuss types of hypotheses, where we have null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. I'll make it very simple. Null hypothesis will tell you, no, this will not happen. Alternative will tell you, yes, this will happen, right? So remember, hypothesis is just trying to suggest a possible answer, right? A possible answer or a possible possibility of a relationship between two or more variables. In other words, my topic says mood and academic performance. My research question says, will mood affect this? If I'm using null hypothesis, it will be no. Like that no is not written, right? But it will be mood will not affect academic performance among university students. 2, gender will not affect academic performance among university students. What I'm doing is very important, please bear it in mind. But if I'm using null hypothesis, once I write that hypothesis, that is SES will end it, right? Since it's not one hypothesis. Then I'll write under 1, mood will affect academic performance among university students. This alternative on a positive level. 2, gender will affect academic performance among university students. But if you're using null, it will be mood will not. The same thing you wrote in your research question. Will this happen? You now come in hypothesis, tell us this will happen or this will not happen if you are using null. So in summary, in this introduction, we understand that we have a lot of things that should be present under this introduction subheading or segment. After writing your introduction, please give us introduce your topic and your problem, the problem of your work, then conceptualize your dependent variables, cite articles and what they said about it, link it to your independent and start defining your independent. After that, link it to the last independent if there is another one, then cite people. Then the next subheading is statement of problem. After statement of problem, purpose of study. After purpose of study, operational definition of term. After operational definition of term, you have your hypothesis. I will take it again after the introduction, the whole definition and everything, conceptualization. Then you have another subheading, statement of problem, which I've described very well in other video. And then under that statement of problem is also where you have your research questions, which we started with in this video. Then after that, you have the next subheading, purpose of study. And after purpose of study, operational definition of terms. After that, the last subheading in article writing. Please mind you, this is not project writing. In project writing, hypothesis will not be here, but in article writing, we end it with hypothesis. So this is the introduction segment of article, psychology article. So we will have a better explanation maybe when we go practical. So see you in the next video as we continue the explanation for these segments of literature in psychology. Thank you.